Hey, bastards. What's up? How y'all doing today? It's the Great Duke Bothers. It's been a minute since I've been on here, and I'm going for a little drive, so I thought, why not? Why not come say hello? Just for a minute. I don't know everybody's doing today on this wonderful Friday, but I am, I'm actually on my way to work right now, leaving the hospital. Had to go check on my dad. But anyway, why not have a little bit of conversation while we're on our excursion today? So I wanted to go on this little bit of a tangent, if you don't mind, if I could just go on a small rant here for just a minute. I don't think anybody has any complaints about that. If you do, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it anyway. So your complaint has been noted, and it has been denied. It has been submitted to the proper authorities, and unfortunately, they have overruled your complaint. And I will now proceed with my rant. Is this the right way? We're going to go this way, and we're going to call it good. So I was reading an article a couple days ago, and this article was listing the best and worst teams in the NFL from a player's perspective to play for. Teams that players love to play for, and teams that players hate to play for. And so, naturally, the first thing I thought to myself was, I wonder, what up, Beantown? Hey, man, I'm going to be on Sunday, Monday, well, every night except for probably tonight and tomorrow night. I don't know, I might be on tonight. We'll see. But I'll catch you on there. You know what I'm talking about. I'll catch you on there. The best and worst teams, naturally, the first thing that comes to mind is, I wonder where the Cowboys are on this list. Do the players actually like to play for the Dallas Cowboys? Sure enough, there the Cowboys are in the top 5. You know, you've got a billionaire owner in a high-profile stadium. You have a state-of-the-art training facility in Frisco, Texas. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's gorgeous. Excellent traveling accommodations. Your locker room is state-of-the-art. What's up, Jared White? How you doing? You know, your team is going to take care of you. Your owner takes care of you. The training staff is wonderful. Some of the best in the league. The team doctors are great. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. I don't remember exactly who the top 5 were. Whoa, is this true? Is this official, Brando? I got to stop the presses. Brando says, sources say, now, Brando, before I read the rest of this comment, I want to just say one thing. Anytime you start a news story with sources say, and you don't quote your sources, I have a tendency to not believe it, because your source could be Doink the Clown for all I know. So I'm going to say that until I see this in writing, I don't believe it. But I've heard this rumor, so I'll read the comment. Sources say the Bears are trading the #1 overall pick to Carolina in exchange for a big-time compensation, including multiple first-rounders. Chicago loads up and lands at number 9, while Carolina gets its future quarterback. I saw that rumor a couple days ago, and I don't know if it's actually true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. Stug, yeah, what's going on? MCF, the MCF gang giving out a shout. Thanks for stopping by, man. Shout out to MCF, my Cowboys family. Does a wonderful job over there, man. That's my homie. That's my homie and his lady, of course. So, yeah, the Cowboys were in the top 5. Teams or players love to play in Dallas. Teams love to play in Dallas. So I was happy with that. 214, what's up, man? Good to see you. So then, if you know me, you know 2 things about me as a football fan. Number 1, Above all else, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I love me some Dallas Cowboys. I've been representing the Cowboys on YouTube for 16 years. So, needless to say, I love the Cowboys. My fanhood is not in question. This is my squad. I love my team. Second of all, if you know me, and most of you do, you know that there is no man or woman on God's green earth that hates the Kansas City Chiefs more than I do. I was hating them before it was cool. I was hating them before Patrick Mahomes, before Alex Smith. I was hating them before Trent Green. Oh, yeah, I go way back. I hate the Chiefs. So I thought to myself, I wonder where they're at on the list. You know, they just won a Super Bowl. I'm sure they've got to be way up there, right? Because they're such a quality organization. They've got to be way, way up high. They might be higher than the Cowboys on the list. I'm sure everybody loves to play for them, right? Jerry! That's my homie. So I opened up the list, and I looked in the top 10, and they weren't there. So I was a bit surprised. I decided, let's look in the top 15. Nope. They weren't there. Let's look in the top 25. Nope. They weren't there either. They were like number 29 or 30. They were way down there. Nobody wants to play for them. Do you know why nobody wants to play for them? I'll tell you why. I'll highlight that so everybody can know who I'm talking about. They have outdated facilities, and the players are not convinced that their owner will ever invest money to get better facilities. In other words, if you've watched my videos for all these years, you know I have said that their stadium is a dump and their facilities are a dump. Now you're seeing that I was right, that I was not lying to you. Their facilities are trash. Their stadium is a dump. Everything about their organization is garbage, and the players are finally speaking out about it. And they say, you know, it would be nice if we could go into a locker room where we had, I don't know, comfortable seating, but they have bar stools in their locker room, like wooden bar stools in their locker room. They don't have comfy couches. I used to work for a double team in Springfield, Missouri, and their locker or their clubhouse had couches, like nice leather couches, and the drinks were flowing, food was flowing. It was nice. It was nicer than the Kansas City locker room with their wooden stools and their 1945 decor that they got going on out there. The players hate it. They also mentioned their training staff. The training staff in Kansas City is awful. It was ranked, I believe, 28th or 29th in the league. It's bad. It's very bad. They don't like their training staff because they're trash. They don't like their facilities because they're trash. When they go on the road, Kansas City is one of, I believe it was one of three. It's either one of three. I'll have to look at the article again. It was either one of three, or they are literally the only team in the league that makes their players have roommates on the road. So when you go into, let's say, Los Angeles to go play a football game and you get your hotel, you got to have a roommate with you. Like, that's a team, man. It might be the only team that makes their players have roommates on the road. Like, their traveling accommodations are worst in the league. Their training staff is worst in the league. Their facilities are awful. It's just bad. It's a bad experience. And I feel bad. Listen, I feel bad for Patricia. I do. Because Patrick Mahomes did not have a choice. Patrick Mahomes was drafted by Kansas City. He didn't sign with them. I even feel bad for the players that got traded to them. I feel bad for Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma. I've been inside of the facilities in Norman at Oklahoma where he played college ball. And Oklahoma's facilities are better than Kansas City's facilities were. And those are facts. Could you imagine having better facilities in college than you had professionally? Could you imagine that? That's what Creed Humphrey, that's what anybody that gets drafted by the Chiefs, that's what they have to deal with. They have to go play for a team that has worse facilities than you're used to in college. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That's really sad. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So I feel bad, like I said, for anybody that got drafted by them or got traded to them who somehow went to Kansas City, not by choice, but because they had to. I feel bad for them. The Jayhawks probably have better facilities than Kansas City. It's true. It's true. You'd have to deal with Jackson Mahomes if you played for. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even going to go there, fellas. But I mean, while we're here, wasn't that guy supposed to be gay? What am I missing here? What happened? I thought Jackson Mahomes, you know, he doesn't put ketchup on the hot dog. He puts a hot dog on a hot dog, if you know what I mean. Like I thought Jackson Mahomes was a little weird. We got Braves fan in the house. What's going on? So this is my PSA. This is one of a few topics I want to talk about with you on my drive to work. Players, whoever gets drafted by Kansas City next month, run. Do whatever you have to do, but run. Go try out for baseball. Go try to, I don't know what you have to do. Go get drafted by the XFL. Do something. Don't play for Kansas City. You will hate it. It will be the worst experience of your life. If you went to an Alabama or an Oklahoma or an Ohio State or a USC or any of these facilities, any of these schools that have good facilities, if you went to a Division I school with good facilities, get ready. Because when you get drafted in Kansas City, it's going to be like riches to rags for you. It's going to be like you just moved into the projects. It's going to be like going from the Beverly Hills mansion to the bumfuck Arkansas. That's what it's going to be like. So just be ready. Go play for the Royals. Now, their facilities aren't much better. I've been to Kauffman Stadium, too. Kauffman Stadium is better than Arrowhead, but not by much. And again, I can tell you that the AA baseball team that I was a part of, our clubhouse was better than Kansas City's, the Royals clubhouse. What did BMAC say? I saw BMAC was in here. What up, brother Pat? Good to see you out of jail. That's an inside joke, by the way, guys. Panthers overpaying for whatever quarterback they just traded up for. Yeah, that's facts. I guess it's true. Yeah, go sign a wrestling contract. Whatever happened to the 24/7 championships? That's still a thing? Go try to win that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So before I get on to my next topic, BMAC and I talked about this yesterday. Before I get on to the free Pat, before I get on to this next topic, I do want to say this. On draft day, round 1 of the draft, which is April 27th, I think. I don't know. Whatever day it's on a Thursday, whatever day round 1 is going to be, we're going to have a draft show over here on this channel. It's going to be called Drafting with Duke, and there's going to be a fan of every NFL team on my stream. So come check it out. It's going to be the best draft stream on YouTube. I guarantee it. The best draft stream on YouTube. What do you think of the Dallas Cowboys 2023 NFL Draft Comp picks? Fifth round. Brando, I'm glad you asked that. Thank you, Jerry. April 27th, Thursday, drafting with Duke. Be there. Brando, I think that we're going to get some value with those comp picks because there are a lot of positions that the Cowboys need that this draft is really deep on. Like, for example, I love Jake Ferguson, the tight end. Schultz is gone. We've established that. I love Jake Ferguson. I think he's going to be great. But if you want to draft a tight end, that would be the way to do it. I mean, this is a very deep draft for tight ends and offensive linemen, which we could use. Fairly deep running back and receiver draft. But, I think we're going to find value in those picks, Brando. I really do. I think those are going to be solid picks for us. You could go get a guy like D. Winters out of TCU. He's kind of undersized, but he's a good player. He's opportunistic. That's what we like to see on our defense. So a lot of good linebackers in this draft. I think we're going to get a couple of good players on all of those picks, Brando. I really do. So my next topic, and listen, I've been doing this for 16 years, okay? So what I'm going to say is going to piss a lot of people off, and I really don't care because it's my opinion, and if you don't like it, well, you don't like it. You have your opinion, I have mine, okay? Here's my opinion. Did you guys see the game between the Phoenix Suns and the Oklahoma City Thunder a few days ago? I would much rather have D-Hop, Pat. I am completely out on Odell. Just say no. Hashtag no Dell. I'd much rather have D-Hop. I don't think we're going to get him, by the way. But to answer your question, I would much rather get D-Hop. I don't think we get either one. This guy is going to go play his first home game as a member of the Phoenix Suns. And he just so happens to be playing against the team that he turned his back on. The team that he betrayed when he sold out to go sit on the bench and win championships with a loaded team. Kevin Durant is going to play his opening game in Phoenix as a member of the Phoenix Suns against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this scaly, slithery, slimy, snaky piece of monkey crap goes to do a layup in pregame warm-ups. And his ankle folded like a deck of cards, bro. His ankle bent it like Beckham. I don't know. It was a routine layup. Like my 2-year-old, no, he's 3 now. My 3-year-old son could lay up a basketball like that without getting injured because he's not made of glass. Kevin Durant rolls his ankle. Now, listen, I don't cheer injuries. That's a policy of mine. I've never done that. I'm not cheering the fact that he got hurt. What I'm saying is we all know about that lady named Karma. Not the wrestler Brando, the other one. Karma has spoken. And I thought it was hilarious. I still think it's funny. I believe, honestly, if he would have started that game against any other team, we wouldn't be talking about injury right now. He would have probably played against I don't know, the Minnesota Timberwolves or somebody and put up like 35 points and the crowd went wild. Yay, we've got him on our team now. If it was anybody except for Oklahoma City, he would still be playing right now. But isn't it just a little bit too perfect that he plays against Oklahoma City and breaks his ankle? Oh, man. On the most routine pregame warm-up layup any of us have ever seen. My boy! Oh, oh, that's great. I love it. CPG. So the trade is official. Is it official? You're finally getting a quarterback. Who's it going to be? CPG, have you decided on joining our draft show for the Panthers now? Because I'm going to need a Panther for my draft show now. Absolutely, no question about it. I got to have a Carolina Panther for the first pick of the draft, and I want it to be you. If it's not you, I got to figure out how to get a hold of J-Dub, see if he'll do it. But I got to get a Panthers fan on my show, because if y'all are picking first, I got to get my Panthers guy set up quick. We've only got a month left. Heck yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I would love for it to be you, CPG. I really would. Need to have a live stream with you on it. Got to talk about. Oh, unknown Packers fan, are you still here? If you're still here, unknown Packers fan, I believe I need a Packer fan too. If you would like to join me for drafting with Duke and be on the panel, I'm pretty sure I need a Pack. I gotta check my list. I'm almost positive I still need a Packer fan. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. Who are they going after? Because for me, it's always been Will Levis, but you're not going to trade up to number 1 for Will Levis. My guess is probably going to be C.J. Stroud or the kid from Alabama, Bryce Young. My guess is either C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. What up, Double D? Chad Barrow's in the house. In fact, before I've heard anything from anybody, I'll say Bryce Young. That's who I'll say. I'll say Bryce Young is going to be the guy. Now, the next thing you're going to need is receivers. You know what's interesting, Carolina? I heard through the grapevine that Robbie Anderson got released by the Cardinals. Now, he was a trade commodity, was he not, last season? So I don't know why they got rid of him. I had to do with injuries, I'm sure. But Robbie Anderson could really help somebody, I think. I would like the Cowboys to maybe look at him. I mean, not necessarily sign him, but just see what he can do, you know. Awesomeness, what is up? Just doing a quick stream on the way to work. I say quick, it's already been almost 30 minutes. So there's that. Let's see, what have we done today, Awesomeness? We have laughed at Kevin Durant because he's a snake. He's a piece of crap, and karma just bit him in the butt. We laughed at Kansas City because they are the Awesomeness. I'm sorry, Awesomeness. I was not going to mention this at all, but since you're here, I have to mention it. I'm sorry, I have to. We were talking about the bottom 5 teams to play for in the NFL, ranked by NFL players. The worst teams in the league to play for, as voted on by NFL players. Do you know what the last team was? Number 32. The worst team in the league to play for, according to actual NFL players. The worst team in the league to play for was the Washington Commanders. That was the worst one. Now, I said that to say this. Okay, CPG, I got you. Thank you. I'll try to contact J-Dub, see if he can do it. I've got to get me a Panthers fan on here. I will say this, Awesomeness. Now that you're losing Dan Snyder, finally, I think that you can surpass a lot of teams in front of you, including Kansas City. I really believe that. Uh-oh. Did I just make a wrong turn? I think I did. Devin McCourty announces retirement. I thought he was already retired. Wow. See, that shows you how much I know. But yeah, Kansas City is they're terrible. They're just bad at everything. Sorry, nobody wants to play for them because they're trash. It's obvious. I have a whole lot else, man. You guys just want to hang out for a minute. That's cool. BMAC, are you still here? Because if you are, I can tell you about the package I sent went out today. Hey, Bomb, if you're listening, your package got shipped out today as well. So a couple of mail days going out today. I shipped out a couple of packages. BMAC's getting one. A-Bomb's getting one. There you go. You know, as soon as Patricia is gone, they will fade away back into mediocrity once again because they're not the kind of team that can actually establish a successful franchise. You notice these dynasties we talk about? Well, I say that. The Patriots would be the exception. But, like, the 49ers have had multiple very successful quarterbacks. Joe Montana, Steve Young, they were both awesome. The Cowboys, Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman. The Steelers didn't do it with quarterbacks, really. I mean, they had Terry Bradshaw. I guess you could count Ben Roethlisberger in there. The Patriots did it with Brady because Brady's the best. He's the best to ever do it. But my point is that when Mahomes is gone, they are not going to be able to establish a franchise quarterback again for a long, long time. I mean, the best quarterback that ever went through Kansas City was Joe Montana. And he wasn't even at his peak with Kansas City. He was at his peak with San Francisco. So your best quarterback to ever play for you wasn't even great when he played for you. He was great when he was winning Super Bowls in San Francisco. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't great when he played for them. What about your greatest running back of all time? What was his name? Marcus Allen? Remember Marcus Allen with the Raiders? That was Marcus Allen. Like, your best players had their best seasons with other teams. No one likes playing for Kansas City. It's true. They all hate it. Look at the ratings. They said it. I didn't. I'm just regurgitating what they've already said. The players have came out and said, we hate playing for our team. We wish they would release us. We want to go play for somebody like Dallas because they're a top 5 team when it comes to, players who want to play for your team. Let's all go to Dallas instead. They're a much better team. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret. I've been telling you this for years. It's no secret. We're better than they are. It's just facts. You guys want me to talk about? Yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. They're already working on the statue, Brando. It's sad. If you guys want to see what his bust is going to look like in Canton, I'd show it to you, but I don't have a picture of Kermit the Frog, Andy. I wish I did. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be trash, bro. The Cowboys, I don't know what we're going to do in the draft yet. That's the beauty of it. We have the 26th pick, which really actually is probably the 25th pick because, Miami forfeited their pick this year. So I've been doing a lot of mock drafts lately. Tis the season. What up, Balex? How you doing, mate? Tis the season for mock drafts. Let me know what you guys think the Cowboys are going to do. The majority of my drafts have us either taking somebody like Joey Porter Jr. or I've taken Bijan a few times, but I don't think Bijan's going to be there. And again, do you really want to draft a running back in the first round? Running backs just aren't that valuable anymore. Yeah, we all thought Saquon was going to be the guy when he got drafted, and he was. He's a good player, but he hasn't sent the Giants over the top. They can't get rid of Daniel Jones. They're in love with a 5th round quarterback from Duke, which is fine with me. Let them love the guy. I don't care. I'm glad they signed him to a long-term deal. Hope the Cowboys make a move, but knowing Jerry, he won't do anything. Well, Valex, you think C.J. Stroud? Okay, CPG, I like it. CBG says CJ Stroud. I like it. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The Cowboys did free up roughly $50 million, I believe, in cap space today by restructuring Zach Martin and Dak Prescott. So there are a few takeaways from that. First of all, if you wanted us to trade Dak Prescott or get rid of him, like I've been saying, it's not going to happen. They just restructured him. You don't restructure somebody just to get rid of him. So we're stuck with Dak for a little while. Having said that, we have to put him in a position to win ball games, which means offensive line, and it means wide receivers. The Bengals have needed an offensive line since the 1950s. I mean, you got to get, and you guys got rid of La'el Collins, which I thought was interesting. Maybe he's old, or maybe he's getting hurt now. I don't know. He was good with us. I didn't want to let him go. I don't think we're going to go offensive line in the first round, but I would definitely take one of the tackles. I'd take like a Broderick Jones from Georgia, or maybe like there's a tackle from Oklahoma I wouldn't mind having. But you also have to go receivers. I would like to see maybe like a Parker Washington from Penn State. I don't know. There are a couple of guys I want to avoid. One of them is Deuce Vaughn, the running back from Kansas State. If you guys are not familiar with college football, Deuce Vaughn he's Darren Sproles 2.0. Like, he's Darren Sproles Jr. He is the exact same size as Darren Sproles, which is tiny. He's from Kansas State. He's a scat back is what he is. And the reason I don't want Deuce Vaughn, I like Deuce Vaughn, actually. I'm a Sooner fan, and I watched him tear us apart with Kansas State. But with Tony Pollard being our number one running back this year, which he's going to be, guys, Tony Pollard has been franchise tagged. Zeke is going to be cut in a couple of weeks. So we need another powerhouse back. We need a back that is going to be able to carry the workload for us. Pollard is more of like a flash guy. He's more of a, let's catch passes out of the backfield, let's make big plays kind of a guy. But when it comes to, third and shorts or punching it in from the goal line, we need a bell cow back. And that's what Zeke was, but we ran Zeke into the ground, just like we did with DeMarco Murray. So we need a running back that is going to be able to, physically pound a defensive line. That, no homo, by the way. A running back that can physically just punish a defensive line and wear them out. Pollard's not that guy. We need another guy like that to complement Pollard. And Deuce Vaughn is not that guy. So I don't want him. I like Marvin Mims out of Oklahoma quite a bit. I saw Marvin Mims play in Norman. Marvin Mims is a deep threat guy, which is something we don't have. Audio? All right, 1 second. I'll refresh. All right, we'll see what that does. But like I was saying, Marvin Mims is a deep threat guy. He's not really a speedster, though. We don't have a lot of speed on our offense right now. CD is not a speedster. CD makes a lot of plays. He breaks a lot of tackles, but he's not like lightning fast, okay? He's not like a Tyreek or, he's not a burner. I'd like to get a burner. And there are a lot of good receivers in this draft. There's a lot of good tight ends in this draft. So, guys, I really, truly believe I'm almost to my destination, but I'm going to say this before I end the stream. I really, truly believe that we are about to see one of the better drafts that the Cowboys have had in the past decade. Because if one thing is certain about this draft, or about this team, I'll highlight Valex's comment because this is true. We don't do anything in free agency, ever. I mean, Brandon Carr was the last big free agent signing we had, and that worked out wonderful for us. Sarcasm. So I'm not expecting much in free agency, but this team does know how to draft. I mean, look at our roster. Look at this young team we have. Look at our offense. Name me anybody from the offense that wasn't drafted, except T.Y. Hilton. I mean, I'm struggling trying to think of one player on offense that we didn't draft. Jason Peters would be one, but there's not much. Defensively, again, draft. I mean, Trayvon, Micah, Dak, Zeke, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith. We drafted everybody on our roster, almost. We know how to draft. So, Cowboys fans, I encourage you to pay attention to the draft this year. Because if we draft like we know how, we're about to build a squad. So I'm excited for this draft, guys. I hope you are too. I am at my destination. I am going to end the stream. Thank you for watching. I will be live again as soon as possible. Love you. You guys are the best. Oh, here we go. Thank you for this, Brando. Owner Stephen Ross got suspended. What? Can you remind me real quick, Brando, what the... Why did they suspend the... I don't remember. I heard it a while back, but I can't remember why they did it. What was the deal with the suspension? You too, Jerry. Be good. People are just flying around in the parking lot. Oh, here comes another one. There we go. I'm just trying to park, guys. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to park. Here comes an ambulance to come get me. I'm about to have a heart attack. Uh-oh. Hey, Brando. You better call somebody. Oh, you didn't know? All right. I'm out of here. It's the Great Duke Bothers. Y'all take care. Much love. We'll see you soon. Go Cowboys.